Bum, 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 bum.
Nice. Just off key enough. We don't have to worry about any copyrights.
Okay, so we start off and we are already proven wrong from last week when we said, oh, they're getting better with production because we hear Jeremy Borash count down 3, 2, 1 as fireworks completely drown out Tanae running down tonight's card.
I immediately said that. I'm like, oh, the countdown's back. Okay.
It's ruined. Yeah. So the show starts off with Seg 1 immediately. No time wasted. The tag match starts with James Mitchell and his new church. They enter with Slash and their newest member, Tempest. Except it's not total nonstop action because then they spend 2 minutes recapping the entire tag team tournament segment.
What a recap!
All of it. All the segments, all the matches, everything. Yeah. I mean, I guess there weren't a lot of dirt sheets back then, so cool. And it's pay-per-view, so maybe you couldn't really...
Yeah, you tune in for the first time on episode 4.
I guess...
What was it, like a solid 4 minutes? Like 4.5 minutes?
I have 2 full minutes of
2 minutes?
2 solid minutes of recaps. And then AJ and Styles enter. So there's another entrance after that. More wasted time, if you will. Tanae says AJ put up a superhuman effort last week. And Ed points out that, hey, we've seen Tempest before. And Tanae goes, yep, that's Crowbar Devon Storm. It just shows the power that James Mitchell has over his followers. Or how weak Tempest is.
Yeah. That doesn't really prove anything.
So the match starts with Lynn and Tempest. A lot of reversal work. A tag to AJ with a, at the time, new take on an old move with a drop toe hold into a swanton splash, because usually it's a drop toe hold and then your partner does like the elbow drop or the leg drop, and he does the flip and it's like, what? So anyway, the match is happening. It's a great wrestling match by AJ at this point. It is great stuff, but also, unfortunately, it is typical AJ at this point. So you're like, you expect it. Like, as amazing it is, you go, yeah, that's, of course, that's what he's going to do.
It's still amazing. Especially, well, he is starting the match, so it's hard to say, like, you've seen people wrestle.
Yeah.
That's why they should have had him a little later.
That was one of the problems I had.
You need to see how other people work and then be like, wow, he's phenomenal.
No, I will say there is this amazing sequence, like a full like train car of moves they do that lead into each other where AJ and Lynn double kick Tempest's legs out from under him. It trips him. He double kicks Slash out of the ring. Then they double line Tempest out of the ring. AJ follows over the top outside into both men. They catch him and hold him. Then Lynn goes over the top, crashes on all 3 of them. AJ gets up, goes for an acai moonsault, but Tempest gets up, pulls his legs, and AJ smashes his face on the apron, which then Lynn pulls Tempest into the ring, gives him his reverse the shoulder block into a leg drop in between the ropes that he always thinks, good move. He does it, boom, and then that's followed by he picks him back up while hanging on the ropes, and AJ does like an to the inside triangle springboard moonsault rope assisted splash. Like it was beautiful. These things that happen in like, what was it? Like a 15-second mark? Just boom, 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 20-second mark.
That's Jerry Lynn for you.
It was amazing.
He puts together those sequences.
Oh my God. So.
Oh, and did you notice it? When they did that spot you talked about, he caught AJ and then Jerry Lynn did the flip. Tanae did his first little Tanae scream.
Oh, did he?
He did. Ah! He freaked.
Here comes Jerry.
There's just so much chaos. It's hard to notice when he does that. But later on, he starts doing it mid-match, and it's really easy to see. And that's when it's great. So in the ring, off the ropes, AJ gets his leg pulled by Slash. But Slash jumps up on the apron, and AJ pushes him off the apron into the guardrail. And when he did that, my immediate response was, you didn't need to do that to yourself.
You went for it.
And then Tempest hits a DVD, and you think it's the end, but it's only a 2. AJ catapults Slash into Tempest, and then he gets the hot tag to Lynn. Eventually, Lynn hits that cradle power driver, but Slash comes in, breaks it up, and then Lynn tosses Slash, and AJ tags himself in, hits the spiral tap, gets the 3.
There's the story.
That's the story. Yeah, post-match, AJ once again celebrates by himself with both belts.
My goodness, what a celebration. Fireworks everywhere for no reason. Jesus.
But this time, I noticed he did call Lynn into the ring to celebrate with him. Lynn reluctantly enters, but almost immediately leaves angry / disgusted. Recap length, 2 minutes. Match length 10 minutes and 36 seconds. Post match length 1 minute and 5 seconds. Full segment length, full opening segment length 15 minutes and 42 seconds. Your thoughts, Delta?
Why did this open the show?
Right?
I could not believe. Like, I was watching this and I was like, "Yo, this is fantastic."
Yeah.
There were little bits here and there, but honestly, pretty much the entire match I thought was great, start to finish. They were on fire. Like, I think they dragged. I thought, at one point they dragged on. Like, it was Crowbar in the ring by himself for so long. Like, it wasn't really much of a tag match for a lot of it. But yeah, I thought it was great. I just couldn't understand, why would you open your show with this? It feels like there was so much potential with Lynn having another match later on in the evening. I don't know. It seems crazy.
All right. Brother Scott?
I dare say this is probably the best match they had so far in the company.
Oh, the whole history of TNA.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
From the first show to now, this is the match
Okay.
they hold the yardstick to. I give all the credit to Jerry Lynn.
Right.
Of course, I believe he put the whole thing together.
He's done.
Yeah, apparently. It had a huge story.
Yeah.
The whole thing. They, from entrance to finish. They came out, Jerry Lynn was looking at him just kind of like, and they were separated. Obviously separated when they walked down the whole entrance ramp.
Yeah.
The whole match, he was frustrated. He wanted the tag, wasn't getting it. He kind of was like, you heard him sometimes too. Come on! He was getting frustrated.
All right. Yeah.
And then he walked out on him at the end with all the confusion. So there was a
Right.
lot of story. There was a lot of great action. It had everything.
All right.
So
Yeah.
every match I will now be comparing to this match. 4 stars, would have been 5, except for that fucking referee. He was so bad. He's always in the way, and he's like Earl Hebner. Doesn't get out of the way. He's just kind of like, uh-oh, I hope I don't touch them. And kind of like leans slightly. I hate that so much. He watches people get hit and like sells it like falling into the ropes. Oh! I'm like, what are you, the star of this? Like, go sit down. I hate him so much. Oh, and he missed his spot with Jerry Lynn.
Oh,
Jerry Lynn ran in when they were doing the double team move and basically had to grab Slick to hold him back.
Oh, okay, that's...
Yeah.
Oh,
That
Slick was just like standing
Yes.
there like thinking what to do next to look good. I was like, he's so fucking bad. I hate him.
Yeah. So yeah, my thoughts were it was a good match. I'm just not sure if Jerry Lynn should be upset. Like, I'm not sure if he's justified in his feelings.
Yeah, I didn't really buy that either. But I think we haven't gotten to the X Division match.
Right.
But I think if you would flip the order, had the X Division match first,
Yeah.
and then this, doesn't have to be main. It makes a lot more sense,
Especially with the finish, yeah.
Yeah, then you understand, like, oh,
Right.
this is why
Mhm,
Jerry
yeah.
Lynn is pissed.
It's just another reason to be frustrated, yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. All right, and then also, you guys ready for this? You ready?
Ooh. Should I brace?
This is the last time we see Tempest wrestle.
Oh, the guy who just joined?
Tempest, yeah, this is the last time we see him wrestle. We will, spoiler alert, we do see Devon Storm again, but we don't see Tempest.
Oh, okay.
We don't see Tempest ever again.
Got it.
I thought it was confusing when they called him that. I was like, I remember that being his name.
Tempest, it's just, and then he's gonna go the rest of his career with us ignoring that this happened.
No.
Like, he didn't just join a cult for a week. Like imagine this guy becomes world champion. We just gotta go, remember when you joined a cult, bro? What's that about? We're supposed to trust you?
Yeah. I joined a cult. I got my ass kicked.
Wasn't for me.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes you gotta try, right?
Yo. Oh, man. Cool.
Oh, come down to my church. Try out my church on Sunday. Fine, I'll get... I tried this guy's church. I'll try yours, right?
Give it a once over.
Yeah. Give it a once over. Get my ass kicked.
Oh, boy. Post-segment, Tanae says, please support NWA and all their upcoming tour dates. So I will also take this time to say, please support us by sending our podcast to anybody that has ears. Even if they don't work, just send it to them.
Just send it to him.
All right, segment 2. Tanae welcomes us to TNA with our first look at Commentary's wardrobe.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.